take us to the shirts and say you got most of the DBs on the shirt. Where'd you get that from?
I'm gonna be honest with you, my man. They just gave it to us before the first game, but it's like the safeties and those who play safety. I think one of the homies not there no more. But yeah, this is the beginning of the year. I just had it on because I needed a shirt. Huh? Yeah, I can't really read it upside down, but I think it says Dreamathon.
Yeah, from my vantage point.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's cool. Big ass sleeves, but yeah. Anyway.
So, Jevon, we were asking Christian Wilkins about having Jalen Ramsey back there. What are the 2 or 3 things that Jalen Ramsey brings to this defense, do you think?
Like extreme playmaking and just a veteran presence, like very calm, always gonna do his job. You can rely on him, 100% of the time. Definitely.
Mr. X.
No, I'm doing a Jalen Ramsey Tyreek Hill story.
That's jokes.
Xavier
Oh no, I know that's good. You're his agent. You're his agent.
My man.
And talk to me about having Tyreek on offense, like the 2 or 3 things that he brings, because I'm doing something on having Ramsey on one side of the ball and Tyreek on the other side.
I mean, he's like the fastest player in the league, so it's like he can just make a play at any point, like just change the game. So I mean, I think that's like covers everything, It's like, and he's hilarious. So yeah, that's cool too.
Back on the shirt, I see Nick Needham in there, and I know he's mainly a cornerback, but he's played some safeties. But so you guys kind of take him in as well. You said the shirt is the safeties, right?
Yeah, Nick plays like all positions. He nickel, dime, corner, safety. Like he plays all of them. So like we could just put Nick wherever at. So, but no, yeah. So we put him on the shirt too. He's on the corners one as well too. I'm pretty sure.
It's both.
Yeah.
Now that you guys are healthy, the way you played the last month, you look like one of the best defenses in the league. I wondered, is that something you guys ever collectively talk about, wanting to be the best or one of the best defenses in the league?
I mean, yeah, if you're not really striving to be the best, then you're kind of just out there for no reason. So obviously the goal is to be the best, and with our execution and how we're playing, we're continuing to try to build on each performance week in and week out, and hopefully we put together a complete game in the near future. So that's our goal, is to play a complete game of football.
What's the single biggest area of improvement since the season has begun for this defense?
I honestly could not tell you, because that's not my job to know. That's the coach's job to know, and for them to deliberate. I know what I want to focus on and how I want to improve and how my unit has improved, but it's just about getting comfortable. Like, this is our first year in the defense as a collective, and a lot of the time, when the offense is new, people give them time to adjust and expect defenses and new processes to just get it like right away. But you got to have live bullets. You got to be in the defense for quite a long time to, not necessarily a long time, but you have to see it, live speed against actual opponents. So it takes time for people to adjust to things, and I just think that's kind of where we are now. Things are feeling out.
Was that always kind of in the back of your mind? Because I know Vic was like, Vic didn't want to make any adjustment type of excuses, but was that always kind of in the back of your mind that, hey, like, we are going through injuries, we do have to get more comfortable, and after a while we might hit our groove? Yeah,
I mean, like, Nadi and Casper and Vic, they all have been in this defense and coaching this defense, and they're kind of said the same thing, like, just you guys are making great strides, just, stay at it. There's no really need to, like, make any crazy adjustments, because it'll eventually, really you'll start to, like, trust your teammates and them being in the positions, and they'll start to trust you, so that everybody then, kind of flows in one motion.
So. A game where very little went wrong for the defense. What happened on the Devontae Adams touchdown over the top? Just what was the breakdown there?
Just small vision errors. It's about having your eyes right, and when it comes down to it, you got to make the plays that come to you, and be in the positions that the game plan kind of designs for you to be in. So that's the only thing.
You guys had stops on 9 consecutive possessions and wish it was a one-score game yesterday. I'm wondering what the chatter was as you guys kind of kept getting put in spots, but you had to go out there and hold the lead at that point. Like, what was the conversations in the huddle with you and your teammates?
My message to the defense is our one job is to give the ball back to the offense. We don't have any control of whether or not they score or what they do with the ball, because our job is to stop the other team and give the ball back to us. So regardless of wherever we fall, however we get the ball, whether it's a turnover or a fumble or, a sack, whatever it is, if we're on our 1 yard line and we got to stop them to hold them to a field goal, that's just the case that it is, So sudden change, and you got to go out there and execute.
Did Tua use the do-rags that you got for him?
I told him that I had to go to like this little Korean barbecue spot, and it was like obviously like a little beauty supply store. So I went in there to get myself some do-rags, Bow Wow do-rags, the silk ones, which are like really high luxury. And I was like, you know what, Tua might need one. So I hit him up, and he was like, yeah, let me get one. So I knew he had one for like the game, and then after the game, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be sweaty. So got you a black one. Gotta take care of my man. Yeah.
You played a lot of, go ahead.
I was casually talking to one of your cornerbacks a couple of weeks ago about toughest people to cover and, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, et cetera, et cetera. He said Garrett Wilson. So what are your thoughts on Garrett Wilson and what makes him tough? Where does he rank against guys that you guys have seen this year, do you think?
I mean, he's up there. I mean, he's a hell of a talent. Honestly, I haven't really looked at anything too deep. I mean, it's Monday after the game, but yeah, he's a hell of a talent, bro. He's very special. You see him on a lot of, crazy catches, like especially early one this year. But yeah, he's as good as any elite receiver that we're gonna face. So it's gonna be fun playing him.
You played a lot of snaps with three good safeties the last 3 years with Brandon and Eric Rowe and now Deshaun. How much of an adjustment is it for you to change safety partners, and what does Deshaun do especially well?
That is a great question. And it's a difficult question to answer because I honestly forget, like playing with Rowe was completely different from playing with Brandon. And playing with Brandon is completely different from playing with Deshaun. So I kind of forget how it feels to play with Rowe and Brandon. Not so much Brandon because, he's gotten in a couple games, but it takes time to get rhythm with people. So playing with Deshaun is cool. I enjoy his level of intensity. Him and David Long are, kind of the same. They're high level, high energy. Like you see them flash a lot on tape. Very physical players. So I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to, switch positions and, kind of manipulate our looks. But yeah, man, I think playing with Deshaun has been fun this year, and he's got some special abilities to him, and I'm excited seeing him going out there doing his thing. So, yeah.
You mentioned David Long and Deshaun Elliott as high intensity guys. Those guys are both new this year. Do you think that was intentional in terms of how this defense is constructed with guys that have that mentality under Coach Fangio?
I think the way that the offseason played out, we needed to bring in guys like that. I don't think that we didn't have that last year. I think this defense is built around edge rushers and safeties, and the linebackers have to be able to do a lot of different things, and they're put in really difficult situations. And Bake and David and Gink and Duke all do a great job at executing those. And I think that all four of those individuals are both like-minded and indifferent at the same time. But I am definitely confident that bringing David in was like a huge spark plug for us because he brings a lot of fire during the game.